Hello everybody, welcome to another spooky episode of Main Character Syndrome. I'm your host, Cheesymanfredo, aka Creepy Alfredo Morales. And with me always is my co-host, Boolean. Ooh, there he is.
Fucking damn it.
Yep, that's me.
I was gonna have the boo pun. God,
okay.
Damn it. I was just gonna crawl in a hole and fucking
you
die.
guys listen to the last episode where I gave like Super Spo like a racial slur pun?
What could you make out of that? Super.
I'm not gonna repeat it.
Yeah,
let's not
hear
watch
that.
Watch the beginning of the previous
All you need to know
episode.
is that Cheesy had to attend sensitivity training for that one.
Wait.
I'll choose.
I have a question. Is it a slur you can say?
No.
Fuck.
Wait.
It's a slur. It's a slur Julian can say.
Slulian.
Susulian.
All right.
Anyway,
I haven't picked a funny name for myself yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay. Thank you, Super Spo. Okay, Jim. What? Pick your spooky name.
Slime Protus.
Slime Protus.
And I'm
Jim
Ghoul. I was gonna do Kabuchichu.
And I'm Ghoulian.
And I'm Ghoul.
And I'm Boolean. And I am King Boolean.
Kazuchichu sounds pretty scary. It sounds like a ghost of a kazoo.
Yeah, it does. It does kind of sound like some creepypasta thing.
It's a ghost with like an allergy.
Yeah.
And then the evil Kazuchichu stole my wife.
There was that video game about
It does sound like the
with,
Babadook or something.
Yeah,
the spider legs. People were really scared by that. You just like lie to children and say, that's the Kazuchichu.
That's a kazoo?
There was and they say the name wrong every time. But
the Kazuchichu is the turf brother of the Babadook.
Yeah.
Fucking oh my god, that's kind of like how you're supposed to do it with like shit like Cthulhu. You're supposed to say his name like different every time because
that's
like,
not
it's like spelled differently. Like they give examples of how to say it differently, but everyone just sticks to Cthulhu.
Oh, like Cthulhu or whatever.
Yeah. Which is like they should commit to the bit. Just say his name wrong every time.
I think,
or it's like Japanese, where you can read things like separate, like in different ways, even though it's written out the same.
I think that's super annoying that he decided on that. It's like, oh, you're trying to be unique
because he hated black people. He couldn't remember their name, so he said it differently every time.
But there's a bunch of clicks and like
Imagine if the Superman guys were just like, yeah, his name is Kal-El, but every time you say it, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Like, come on, just decide one.
Just call him Carly, dude.
Yeah, call him Carly. Trans Superman when?
Carly Golden.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Did you guys see those epic AI drawings where Superman's making out with Supergirl?
No, I've been seeing a lot of Supergirl AI though. Like they love her. I don't know what it is, but they fucking love Supergirl.
It's like Superman with tits. What's something like?
Oh, yeah, it's true.
On TikTok, there's a lot of like camtrail footage of like
Supergirl.
random characters. There's one where it's like Luffy having a party in the woods. It's like camtrail footage.
Oh my god.
It's super interesting. God, the last episode was like 2 weeks ago, and I went through a whole like AI phase, if you will. I was enamored by it.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about AI.
Okay, let's talk about Skibidi Bop Ohio Riz Circus.
All right, so there's an amazing show done by Glitch Entertainment, a YouTube channel of nerds that do 3D animation. They love Mario for some reason. They have this incredible cartoon that they've made called Murder Drones.
Yeah, Dan made the same joke.
I fucking love Murder Drones. It's awful, but it's also incredible. But we're not talking about Murder Drones. We're talking about the amazing Skibidi Circus.
Skibidi
the amazing
crazy,
I think it's called the Amazing
Circus.
Digital Circus, right?
The Amazing Digital Circus is really fucking great. Yeah. I like it.
I really liked it. I watched it a bunch.
I've only watched it once, and I think it's fun.
So I just want to say,
Kazoo off the record was saying that it was too Skibidi.
No, I wasn't going that far.
Phantom tax. All the words.
I don't even.
So I'm
don't even
curious.
know Phantom tax. That's how fucking like.
Yeah,
I just learned Phantom tax.
So my take as I was watching it, I was kind of impressed with a lot of it, and in terms of I thought it really impressed me as a pilot. And I hate to be like that Skibidi Rizmeister, but it literally did make me feel the same way when I watched the first episode of Rick and Morty back in like what, 2013?
Yeah.
Where like I was watching it and I was like, this is like something about this feels so fresh.
Yeah.
And the pilot is conveying like so much. And it's funny because I talked to one of my friends afterwards, and he said he didn't like the pilot.
That's crazy.
He thought it felt too piloty.
Rick and Morty or Skibidi Boo?
Oh, sorry. The Amazing Digital Circus.
Digital Circus, okay.
Yeah, they were saying it was like too... It felt like there was hitting too many pilot beats, but I thought it like did that well. So I'm curious as to what your take is.
Aside from Rick and Morty, the only other time
I
ever felt like that was watching the first episode of Naughty.
What the
you cut out the first episode of what?
The first episode of what as I shake my computer screen.
I'm sorry. The first episode of Naughty. You guys don't remember Naughty?
No.
What's
you
Naughty?
Made that up.
Oh, shit. Naughty was like a stop-motion television show about a little clown boy who, whenever he like gets bumped, he nods his head uncontrollably, and he lives in a magical world of gnomes and trickster goblins.
You're making this up.
This is crazy.
And like the backdrop of the show was that it's a toy shop, and these kids, they go to the toy shop. It's owned by their grandparents. The grandparents are weirdos, but during the episode, they would always have a naughty story, and the naughty stories were kind of interesting if you were like 6 years old.
Is that who this is? Is this Naughty?
That's the CGI reboot. I kind of hate that, but that is the character.
I think I found the original.
Is it Julian? Is this some fucking European thing?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it was on
must be.
television in Canada a lot, so maybe you guys have just never seen it in America.
He does look familiar. Yeah, I don't think it's an American show. Damn, I thought you were like trying to come up with a creepy pasta or something.
An American wouldn't make a character like this. They'd be all like, "No, he needs more Christian angst."
It needs more Skibidi toilet. Is what they would say.
What is that ascot for?
fascinating.
That's gay. We can't show that on TV.
Right, exactly.
This is really fascinating. But so I think you, Cheesy, were asking like, what do you mean by like
plot beats,
piloty?
Like
so there's like, I think in a pilot, like you want to introduce the characters. Obviously, that's like important. But there's always like, let's say like an exposition-y element where we have to have characters explaining a lot about.
You got
to
to know the world, yeah.
The one scene that I think is probably the most not egregious, but the scene where Pomni and Raggedy Ann are walking down the like dormitory hallway, and Raggedy Ann goes into like kind of a long monologue explaining like what abstracting is. And to me, like I thought like that was a scene where I was like, this is being done well. Like that was my take. I was like, I'm very interested. They're kind of piquing my curiosity with this. Like I want to see more. And then obviously the reveal of Kafma, I think the clown.
Yeah, the Coco the clown looking guy that didn't actually show.
Yeah, being a Pibby glitch.
Yeah, he fucking Pibby glitch. You know what? You know what?
Pibby died for this.
You know what? I'm so guilty saying this, but like I clicked ahead in like the middle of this before I watched it, and I saw that, and I was all like, oh, okay, maybe that's what soured me to it.
Yeah, you're like, you forgot the Pibby.
You forgot Pibby. Fuck.
I like the abstraction element just because I think it adds like a good sense of stakes to the characters. Like it's
feel
not like
like
heaven. Like they're not just hanging out forever. Like it shows that everyone just like slowly loses their mind in this world. That's like the layers to this short. I should call it a pilot rather than a show.
Did they go? Did they go
really
over like who was there? I know I forget his name, but the chess guy was there the longest, and he's by far
Kinger.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that name, but
I think only maybe 2 or 3 of them have names that make sense.
You should tweet that at them, like to tell them to fix this before it becomes an actual show.
You know, if you look at Kinger and you move the letters around, you could kind of get a racial slur.
Yeah, true. You know, I don't get the point of calling this a pilot.
Yeah, because it's not going to get picked up. You're just going to make more of it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's already like official, right? It's on the YouTube channel. How more?
It's funny that someone else said that too, and to me, I don't know. Like,
you know what I think it might be?
I feel like a pilot just like, I don't know. I guess there's no guarantee that they're going to make more of this.
It's like a call to action.
Probably will.
If I had to assume, it's like a call to action for like a bunch of people. It's all like, get into this thing. Come on.
I think it makes more like if I were to compare it to something, I think it would make more sense to drop several of these pilots, because that way it seems like, okay, only one of these are going to get picked up.
Also,
like
the fucking
did back in the day, and so instead they just didn't pick up none of them. So it's not the same. But
the YouTube video is literally called "The Amazing Digital Circus Pilot," so it's a fucking pilot.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's a pilot. Oh, I guess we can call anything a pilot now. Oh,
yeah, I really think it's to instill like more intrigue in it, because if you call it episode 1, then it's like, oh well, obviously there's going to be episode 2.
Yeah, honestly,
it feels
if
like,
it was called episode 1, I wouldn't watch
be
it.
an episode 2.
It's a good point, but
that's really interesting, Julian.
Oh,
I'm just a freak. Like, if something doesn't instantly draw me in, then I'm going to be like, okay, I'll watch it when it's over. You guys can spoil me.
One Piece chapter 1. I got to be committed to this. Never mind, dude. I'm not going to do that.
Man.
It's I don't know. I just don't see the point. It seems more official,
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
this
pilots,
isn't like
I don't know. Are you trying to make like the point that like pilots are generally like a work in progress sort of thing, like not a final draft?
Nothing gives me the air that this is like not gonna have another episode.
What if it does get another episode and all the characters are just a different color now?
Isn't that the point of pilot? Though?
Yeah, that would be the point. But
every pilot, the whole point is like to make more. So I don't
but
know.
they've already got like merch out and shit, I think.
Yeah, see, that's another thing too. They got merch out too. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Like, if they're gonna change anything, like, I guess they're not gonna change Pimbo and Jax, right? They already got plushes. What's his name? Pobo?
Pomodori. Pomni.
Pomni. Yeah,
Pomni. Pomni is a great name. How could you forget it?
I'm sorry. I'm like.
I'm
the biggest Amazing Digital Circus defender.
I'm a Digital Circus defender too. I'm seeing the haters out there who are like, "This is too Skibidi toilet Pippi glitch." Ohio Riz.
That's what she saw out there, and that's why she decided to just like settle in.
Imagine someone like hearing you say these things and they've not been on the internet for the last 3 years.
Imagine someone hearing me say all these things and it activates their sleeper agent. Ohio Riz, Phantom Text.
What's his face? Like Winter Soldier from fucking like Marvel. Like those are his trigger words. He just
someone's got
all the people in his house.
Oh wait, that could be a comic. It's like the Hydra agent saying those things to Winter Soldier, and he's like, oh, like he's being activated.
Yeah, it would
Ohio
be like,
Riz, Phantom Text.
It would be like the Russian program would be like, all right, now to say a series of words that no one will ever say under any circumstances, and it's just a fucking like meme phrase.
Yeah.
All right. Amazing Digital Circus is incredible.
I liked it. I feel like it didn't. I know people were saying that it's like it's really like, oh, this is so like fan theory core kind of thing.
Yeah, you know what? I think that was my thing. Like, I like the aesthetic of it. I like all the character designs, but I might just be getting like old and like jaded and bitter because like I see this and I'm like, oh, all the fucking 18, 16-year-old little boys on the fucking YouTube are gonna be like, what is fucking Pomni's secret glitch or whatever.
The end where she goes a little crazy.
What's Pomni's devil fruit? Yeah, that's the same universe.
I forget. I'm so bad. I forget like all their who's the teeth boy? Fuck.
He's Kane.
Kane.
Raising Kane.
Kane. He's the brother of Abel.
Famously murdered.
He's the Kane from Kane and Abel.
Sorry, murderer.
Yeah, he was the original Digital Circus guy.
What if it was like, that's very ableist of you, and then Kane fucking kills him.
Good one. So there's Kane, there's Pomni, as we said, there's Zooble. Zooble is the sort of patchwork pieces of toy. Yeah. We haven't mentioned, but like Gooseworks. This is a Gooseworks product, and
there's a Glinko thing.
The Glinkuses. To me, no design is more Gooseworks than Zooble. Zooble feels the most Gooseworksy.
Even like Pomni, I kind of it's still very kind of unique as like a Jester design because they gave the little like kind of like beach ball pattern eyes.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
That was
one of my favorite gags is when they have Pomni looking at her door and it's her face with the eyeballs really big, or the iris is really big, and then it shows her face and her irises are really big.
When do you think she's going to unlock her Magnayeko Sharingan or whatever?
Shut up.
Doesn't she have to kill all of her friends first?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That's how it ends. She has to team up with Pibby.
Yeah.
So okay, there's Jax, who is the sardonic rabbit.
Yeah, the little fucking
Tumblr sexy man.
Tumblr sexy man. Yeah. I fucking knew.
There's like two Tumblr sexy men on the show.
Yeah.
But Jax is stealing a lot of the attention.
Jax is so obviously they checked every possible box. It's like
the overalls, the wit. One thing I like about his design, as people have pointed out, are his teeth. Like it looks like his head is mostly just teeth.
Yeah, it looks like
and his mouth moves, but his teeth doesn't. Like
Yeah.
they say, like in
it's
place.
interesting. I wish he had bendy limbs though, because everybody else kind of does.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize.
And
that.
he has like these
actually,
he has like these jointed limbs.
Actually, like the way his mouth moves is the way I pictured like Luna would move her mouth.
It's kind of what I
If
figured.
it was like to be animated. Yeah. It's pretty good. I like how they're all very like different. None of them feel like
They don't double up.
and he's the other clown.
Yeah.
Like right. Like I like that they're all like unique. That bubble dough looks too much like a chain chop. I can't
It does.
They fucked with a bit too
maybe
much.
they should have like added another giraffe.
Maybe
I really like the bubble.
Ding.
I think the bubble's also voiced by Gooseworks,
Oh really?
which is a funny little thing. The bubble has
Interesting.
some of the funniest bits, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that there's like a lot of like sexual art of Pomni, but like
Oh,
I
yeah.
could understand that. Yeah.
she's kind of like the most unsexual ass looking clown I've seen.
Yeah, it's 'cause-
I get more.
That's the
sex
fun of
appeal
it.
From
Well, she has like the more. I think the reason why Pomni just works for a lot of people is because it's just like a basic kind of like anime face, and then you could extrapolate that to like anything. You give her like triple thick thighs, cheeseburgers,
Which
she don't even got
I
thighs.
really
She has
don't
like
like
a
that.
sausage. Like
yeah, she has like.
I have been
sausage.
seeing
kind of-
people do that.
She kind of has a little like dick and balls silhouette with
chicken
her,
balls.
with her.
Yeah,
it
she
looks like
does.
two balls where her little like pants.
I haven't seen a lot
Yep.
of love for On the Raggedy Hand or Ragatha or whatever.
Ragatha.
Oh, Ragatha,
Yeah, that is
that's right.
disappointing.
In an alternate universe, Raggedy Ann's name would have just been Ragatha.
Yeah.
'Cause it-
Yeah. So okay, one thing about the Ragatha character, and as you were saying, because you were talking about like the show is very like secret theory crafting.
Yeah.
I saw like a long ass Twitter post about Ragatha. It's like you can tell that Ragatha probably went through the same experience that Pomni
Oh my
did,
God.
being stressed out. That's why she's putting on such a nice, welcoming face. It's like it's very funny because like I can see that.
They all did.
Could you-
that's why.
Could you,
that's why they're all like
Could
that.
you imagine Ragatha takes off the button over her eye and she has like the Sharingan?
And,
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I hope they do it.
Yeah, I think Ragatha's got a really strong design too.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just really cool, like what you said. No one feels like a double up. Like they almost feel like they're from different properties.
Yeah.
Right. I really like that. It's all very kind of unique. Exactly. This is coming from a guy who doesn't like murder drones.
I gotta say,
like that means anything in this conversation.
There is one kind of murder drone, and they are all over.
I gotta say,
Murder drones have like an early 2000 deviant art face. We're getting a lot of like,
Yeah.
these are meant for people who
who
are
grew
kids
up in
early
2005.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and now they got money to pay for Hell of a Boss merch.
I gotta say, in regards to Kinger, I can't help but I can't separate him from. He kind of looks like that fuckable bowling pin. You know what I mean?
Shut up! I thought you were gonna point out what's that guy's name? Felix Colgrave, the guy that does the.
Yeah, Felix. Oh, there is a lot of Felix Colgrave energy.
Yeah.
I don't know if
And
he's
there's-
involved at all, but the Double King is the one that I immediately thought of
Did
because
you-
it's about like.
There's one that's kind of like has similar energy where like we're kind of in this kind of like how to explain this, where there's like slight video game logic in like cartoons, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
right?
systems.
And I think the two big examples I could think of are probably the fucking Edna animations.
Oh,
and,
you mean
Ina,
Edna?
not Ina, not
Yeah,
Edna.
that's what I said. Ina. So anyway, so the Ina animations, and Digital Circus have that kind of like this show is obviously meant for like
Edna.
Like you show this to someone, you show this from a kid in the early 2000s, his brain is gonna explode.
Here are the
Yeah.
rules of the world, and if you betray them, I will fuck you.
Right, because like
it does have a bit of a Sword Art Online like lead in.
Kingler does the fuck. Kingo does the fucking.
Oh, I love Kingo.
Kingo does the fucking little like video game kind of like, oh, the model, it can't stay on like the ground. It's like moving around. It's doing that like funny little haha movement.
Yeah.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
there's a lot of like Gmod kind of jokes in there. There's a part where like an object is like caught in the geometry and it does that like spamming sound effect, like what do you call that? Like the collision sound effect noise.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
His movement too feels so much like how Gmod
Oh.
characters move in those like funny joke videos and people shake them really fast.
Yeah, this would have been the DeviantArt Kid Gmod era.
Definitely. And I think
Yeah.
that's a good example of like jokes that I don't think work. Like as I really like this. I think it's like super cool and fresh and I'll defend it. But sometimes the jokes I felt were just like real misses.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff with Kane, just it felt a little too like try-hardy. It was like if you did like one of these jokes, they would hit, but it was like a little bit too much of the, I hate to say, lol, so random.
Hey, do you?
He was a little too Skibidi and not enough toilet.
What did you guys think of
Yeah.
that one joke where like I forget the character who screams, but they immediately cut away mid screen?
I think it was Kinger. Yeah, they did like
Kinger, yeah.
I was thinking of that one too. I thought that didn't really land.
Yeah, I was like,
I like that.
I like it.
I like that one. I thought it
I
was
like
funny.
stuff like that, but like for whatever reason, it took me out of it a little bit because I just wasn't expecting it in like a.
Well, that's what makes it funny. Because he's like, it's like I don't know. He's like crazy, so it's like he forgot that guy is with him, so he screamed.
Yeah.
One thing I liked with his character, and I think it's like a good example of how to use him, is like in the very first scene you see him, he makes a joke about like, did someone say bug collection? And then like that kind of pays off in the third act when there's like a weird like fucking worm queen and
Oh yeah.
It's kind of feeding into the idea that he's got like a weird second or like an extra sensory perception sort of
There's
thing.
a little bit
I
of
don't
a
know.
bug chaser.
I think
What's the word where it's like a fool, the wisdom of the fool kind of thing.
Yeah.
like that jester that tells the future in the Game of Thrones books that isn't in the show.
Have you been seeing?
Oh, you mean Patchface?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
I fucking love Patchface. Yeah,
So-
he has
someone-
he's like okay, a random Game of Thrones tangent. Patchface is a mentally like destroyed. He was like traumatized from like almost dying, and he literally runs around like screaming riddles. And I believe it's Stannis, one of like the most like sour characters. He like keeps him for his daughter's enjoyment. So this like disgusting fat like insane man just runs around with this guy's like 9-year-old daughter and they just play all day. And I love that.
Have you guys seen this YouTube video going around called "We're Jesters Autistic"?
Oh yeah, I saw that when it
I
premiered.
saw that, but
I've
I
seen-
didn't watch
I've
that.
seen
I
the
haven't
thumbnail,
watched
and
it
I'm
either,
like,
but it's such like a funny fucking thumb.
I bet the answer isn't as like
Yeah.
funny as the. I bet it's.
I bet it's really
just not
boring
that
and
funny.
historical.
Yeah,
We've reached
exactly.
a level of YouTube video essays where I see something and I'm just like, this is nothing. Like I can't even imagine watching this video.
Yeah.
Damn, I remember back in the day there was one YouTuber. He doesn't make videos anymore. His
Skibidi
channel was
Toilet.
called his channel was called Fine Gaming Women, and he would just talk about different hot women in video game. And I found out so many hot women, and he had like a little video game avatar that he would like lip sync the mouth to talk.
Oh my god, the first
And-
VTuber.
That's pretty advanced.
Yeah, he was pretty. It was a pretty funny guy. I liked his sense of humor. He was one of those guys where the way he talked, I was like, "Is he a black guy?" I'm hoping he's a black guy because if he's not, then a lot of these jokes are gonna be very. I don't think you should be making those jokes. I think he said he was half black in a video, so I'll let it slide for now. There is one video essay I want to talk about because I just finished watching
Yeah.
it, and I think you guys have a lot of Skibidi toilet to say about it.
Okay, let's hear.
Is it the skin theory? SpongeBob skin theory?
No, I hate that video.
Oh
No,
yes.
it's this video.
Oh yeah, I watched this.
I watched it too. I love SuperEyepatchWolf.
So-
But his shtick is like.
This made
Simpsons
me kind of like
Simpsons is good again as a video because no one said the fucking name of the video.
Yeah.
The Simpsons is good again. This kind of made me like, I hate to say this, but it kind of made me rethink about his other opinions
Yeah.
after watching this. And it's like, is he, because like there's a lot of stuff he recommends that I haven't seen. So after like watching this video and then looking back at all the stuff he recommended that I just haven't watched, I'm wondering, is he easily impressed?
It might be
Am I,
it.
like-
That might be it. It seems like
Yeah.
he likes certain things that he likes a whole lot.
I made a quick tweet about it, but basically, like, I don't think. Okay, so yeah, the video's called "The Simpsons is Good Again." I don't think he was like lying in the video. Like,
No,
I think he was
I
honest.
think those
like,
are his genuine.
Oh, yeah,
opinions.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I really like these things, and then a part of me is like, part of me is like, yeah, but I'm just not impressed by
Yeah.
Simpson Westworld parody.
That's my
and
thing.
how I'm not-
Like all the people who really want to like new Simpsons, it's like this weird like emotional investment. Like I need to see Marge and Homer do The Last of Us and like fight a Wolverine together.
oh, I need to see Homer.
And he
said,
was
"The
like
Last of Us."
justifying
Oh,
it
my
like,
God.
and these are why. All right, so now it's like different because one person writes the episode and the episode is their baby, and there's no self-referential jokes.
every
anymore.
Super Eye Patch Wolf video starts like, I never had too much friends.
I never had 5 parents, but I did have
I
one
never
mom.
had pussy.
I love SuperEyepatchWolf, so I'll defend him. But I will say that
I love him
his,
too.
his style, it feels like he's almost like parodying his own style sometimes.
It feels like it.
And
I feel bad saying that,
because
because like in this video, he even brings that up.
Yeah.
Like, he brings up the idea that like back. I think he's been around for
he's
a while.
he's been
several
around,
years, but he
like,
said like
nearly like
maybe-
10 almost.
yeah, almost a decade. He said like 6 years ago he would get comments saying like, "Damn, this guy's not as good as he used to be." And it's like that was like 6 years ago.
I want to bring up,
and he's
like
he's had like some of his bigger videos since then.
I want to bring up like
Right.
a point he brings that up in relation to like people like saying like he does like the little he likes doing a lot of bait and switches, if you haven't noticed, with like things.
Yeah.
He brings that
Right.
up in relation to like people talking about like reviews of like classic Simpsons episodes, and then he's like, actually these were done in 1994 on Usenet.
Yeah.
And it's like every fucking crazy parasocial Simpsons defender always likes to bring up the fact that like some asshole in like 1994 hated Bart Gets an Elephant, and it's like you guys don't fucking seem to realize that the people writing like reviews on cartoons in the early 90s when there was like barely
We're
when there was
maniacs.
barely an internet are fucking insane like old people. Like they grew up on like Gunsmoke and shit like that. Why the fuck would I care?
That's true.
Why the fuck would I care what they think about like season 5 of The Simpsons? Like those are fucking freaks.
Yeah, like
Also,
cartoon opinions online didn't matter until Pan Pizza invented them.
Yeah.
So, I
Also,
don't care.
like, I hate to be that guy, but like he even brings it up. The Real Jim's basically like said everything about that in his own video.
Yeah.
A shorter video, frankly. And now that maybe I'm just an old man now, but like generally, like when I see that someone makes a point, like I don't necessarily need to like watch another video about that point. Like, how many times can we possibly make the same lolcow video about like chibi or whatever? Like, is this like something that we need to do just to farm views? That's just, I don't know.
This is my take on the
but
Jim's
you don't
opinion.
but you don't understand when I was a young kid, I didn't have
when I was
too
a
many
father.
friends. But I had Homer and Bart, and they were kind of like my friends.
my father watched Homer
My
and Bart.
father loved Golden Age Simpsons.
My
So like
father-
I have this
one day,
opinion about that live
watched
action
Lisa
show
on
House
Ice.
MD, but I would never like proudly declare that in a video essay. Like, well, when I was a teenager, Chase was literally my best friend.
And now
No.
And now the Simpsons are like, they hate being compared to the old ones and they just want to be the new ones. And it's all, maybe they should just fucking stop.
Yeah.
I kind of I will play devil's advocate here as someone who's not seen any of these new episodes of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that they are doing like the Naked and Afraid episode, like just playing like a weird idea really straight.
Yeah.
Like at this point, The Simpsons has lost any sort of cultural like relevance or importance that it ever had. So. I mean, if they're gonna keep putting money into it, like I guess just be weird with it. Just be weird with it.
I sympathize with that. Yeah, it's like I get it. I do like as much as I want the Simpsons to like die a pig's death. I do understand what hands they're dealt with here, and you know, like what are you gonna do if you don't do this? Some other assholes will do this. Might as well fucking try.
I think the monkey palms thing, that if they did cancel the Simpsons, they would just like bring it back again on streaming. I mean, it's already on streaming, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's like we couldn't. It would have been dealt the same fate as Futurama.
That would be the perfect coup d'état, though. Like cancel it and then immediately say it's back in order to like boost your platform
That'd
numbers.
Uh-huh.
Be funny. It's back, and now Bart is trans. And Homer has pronouns.
No, Homer would never have pronouns.
It's
funny.
I don't want pronouns.
I don't know why, but I've been like in a real Simpsons kick lately, and I've been watching a lot of like because what's his
House
face?
of Horror.
No, Conan wrote a bunch of the old like I think in season 3, and he has had a few podcast appearances, or he's had other Simpsons writers on his podcast, and they did like a few commentary episodes, and I've been listening to those, and it's really just so insightful. Like, I mean, I don't care too much about like talk show hosts, but Conan as a writer, especially on The Simpsons, is like one of the best.
The monorail, and I think Homer Goes to College. Those are like the two I can name off of the top of my head.
And one of the stories they had was like when they first brought him in, they would do like storyboard. I can't remember what they call it exactly, or not storyboard. They do like story camp or whatever. They'd all go out and they would like pitch stories, and Conan had the one for the monorail, and he was like, I love this idea, but at the time they were like, oh, this is too crazy, you shouldn't pitch it to the head guy. And so he pitched one story, and that got through, so that was great. They were like, wow, that was kind of crazy. Then he pitched another one, and that got through. They're like, wow, no one has pitched and gotten approved for 2 stories in one day. So he was like, all right, let me try the monorail one too. And then that one also got, so he had 3 like scripts approved in a day.
Damn, they were sucking on his cock that day. They were like,
they fucking were.
They say Conan, keep bringing in.
But it's really interesting to hear like the real Simpsons veterans talk about the show, and these are some videos from like 10 years ago, so it's not even like new Simpsons that they reference. They talk about like a decade old Simpsons. It's really cool. I love that show.
I forget if I don't think he would be, because he's like a recluse weirdo.
Nah, he wasn't in any of the ones I watched.
But like
John Schwartz
I was like, because I had like 1 or 2 of the DVD boxes, and I would like listen to the commentaries because, you know, it's just very interesting. I don't think he was ever on one of those, but he's always referred to as like this mythical figure because he's made the most Simpsons episodes, and he's just like this weird old like crank. He's just like as soon as they couldn't smoke in the office, he was like, I'm out. I'm writing from home.
Conan specifically talks about how like he was forced to sit next to him in like the writing room, and there was this cramped little writing room, so it was just constant smoke from, because he's just like a chain
he's
smoker.
Lost 10 years off of his life just by
they got that's what the writer's strike should have been fighting for. They should allow them to chain smoke like that. That's when they both wrote their best material. And they were fucking chain smoking.
He has like a series of like crime books that are like, they're like kind of funny. Like I have like one.
I heard about that.
I have like one, and it's like I read the character, and it's like, this is basically if like Homer Simpson was like a noir detective. So
that's a pretty good
sounds
pitch.
awesome.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good pitch to convince someone to like read those books.
Yeah.
I think I'll say this. I think Modern Simpson has kind of a purpose.
Yeah.
As like I don't want to say high quality white noise, but it's like, you know, it's white noise that people kind of need. And there's like a part of the SuperEyepatchWolf video where he talks about like, oh, he realized that they kind of like have a specific number of jokes they try to hit in every episode. The plot doesn't matter. It's all about having these jokes every like other second.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I think like the motherfuckers who are still watching like cable TV or just like, you know, basic satellite love that stuff, and they like need that. You know, it's like a nice little rhythm to be watching and like consuming. You know, there is like this sort of benefit of having something like playing in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, most likely you're on your fucking phone.
It's really interesting, like thinking about the metrics of like TV outside of like the very like online sphere, because like the popularity of like shows is just not like what you would think it is. Like, I think Yellowstone is like this. It's like this one.
Oh my God.
That's like a big.
It's like the biggest thing CBS has had in years.
Yeah, and it's like
yeah.
I don't
like a
know
prequel.
I don't know any fucking thing about it other than that. Apparently, just normies fucking love it.
It just shows how our online spheres are so much more disconnected than we realize.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Remember,
anytime like a political thing happens, it's always like, oh wow, like Twitter is not really
it's
the barometer for how people feel about things.
remember.
True, definitely.
Remember, like it was like 2 or 3 months ago that doctor show, like got viral. The
good doctor,
the autistic
the autistic
doctor.
doctor.
Yeah, and it's like, wow,
That's what it should have been called.
the
autistic doctor.
They would have
Now
sold
back to
more.
the autistic doctor.
I'll only fucking like go do a doctor if they are autistic. If they're not, then no thank you.
Yeah, if they were like really like, all right, no, you stay here. I have to run every single test. Be really cool. Yeah.
What was your point about the good doctor?
Oh, I was just saying that apparently it's really popular with like normal people. Too.
Oh yeah, it's almost like everyone who's like Twitter audience is just completely missed it. Like it wasn't even like a fact. And it's funny because like when it was going viral, my IRL friends were making jokes about it, and I put on the one scene where he like it was like the scene that inspired the meme where like Dr. Han, like Chad Dr. Han versus Virgin, whatever his name is, where he's like, I am a doctor. And we're watching it, and my one friend actually starts crying. And it's because her like brother is autistic, and she like really connected to that. And like, I mean, that's valid. Like, I totally understand, but it's also very fucking funny because like the actor is, to my knowledge, is not autistic.
Yeah.
So it feels like weirdly inappropriate. But I can see it like, I can see your average like Joe Blow or Jenny Any Dots watching that as like. And being like, wow, this is really crazy. Like, imagine if you had autism and you were a doctor.
I think I said this before. The best autistic characters are the ones that are accidentally made autistic. That people tend to relate to those more than like when like, oh, they're autistic and they're like they got their hands up like they're a fucking mind.
Yeah,
if making spaces.
If the fucking King of the Hill reboot actually like sticks its landing after the past scene of Johnny. Oh fuck! I feel so bad. Remember
Johnny
Hardwick. Yeah. If they still go through with it, they really need a episode where just they say, Hank, I think you're autistic.
What?
Oh!
I wrote a script for my pitch for Hank finds out he's autistic.
Yeah.
I feel like that would make a lot of sense, honestly.
You should send that to an agent.
There'd be so
they
many
probably won't
people
pick it
like...
up, but if it gets on the blacklist, you could be famous.
You'd be a blacklist, Cheesy.
You could get on a blacklist. I don't think. I think I know what you're referring to. I think I know what you're referring to, Julian. But I don't think it's called a blacklist. I think it's called a black book or something.
Yeah. It's
okay.
I thought it was called a blacklist. Well, I love the idea of like a guy that just writes the most offensive scripts just so it automatically gets put in there.
Yo, don't fuck with that guy. He writes the most offensive scripts ever. He used to be a writer on Family Guy, and he never got a writing credit.
Wow.
Whoa.
He wrote a joke about Peter going into the Ants universe from Ants.
He wrote a joke about Peter having an opinion about Israel.
Having an opinion.
Wow,
just
Aunt
having
Woody
it.
Allen. Let's go back to the mother country. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how in the Rick and Morty episode where they do make a joke about that, Rick probably would have had, unironically, the correct opinion about it, and they were acting like that was bad.
Yeah, that is really funny. I do remember that. That was really funny bit.
Can you guys say what it is for the people who don't know?
Oh,
Okay.
I think it's like so. The whole episode is that like
Palestine is base. Blah 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 blah. That was his opinion.
Rick got like really drunk and set up like a murder dome for them to complete when he gets sober, because he being drunk he would have forgotten like all the solutions, and like one of them is something about like the most, I can't even remember the joke. It's like the most evil country or something, and like they play it off as like it's like Rick's talking about Israel, but then all the other characters are like whoa, like they treat it like you can't say that.
Whoa, you can't. Whoa, slow down. Remember, for a minute there they were trying to do, what was it called? The fucking, what's the name of that team? The Guardians.
The Vindicators.
The Vindicators.
Wasn't there going to be do like
spin-off?
a spin-off or something? But I don't think those like little like basically kind of like it was like a whole episode they made and they cut it up and they called them shorts.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think those caught on, and
I hope that idea is dead because I hate all of those characters.
The shorts weren't anything like interesting at all. It just felt like a prequel to the Rick and Morty episode.
It's just
and I feel like whatever kind of social commentary they're trying to make, it's like, well, you said it already in episode 1. I can't really see you going any direction that's worthwhile or interesting.
Yeah, wow.
To be honest,
we're taking superheroes into a new fucked up context. Who could have seen this?
And half of these characters are like dead, right?
Yeah.
So, what's the point?
Okay, I found the Rick and Morty joke. I'm just gonna read it really quick. So, drunk Rick. The riddle was, the Vindicators say their job is to fight evil wherever it hides, but they don't. Pick the location you'll never hear them mention, because to fight darkness, it is to fight yourself. And then Morty's like, oh, this again? And then one of the characters is like, what is Israel? Like, they play it off as a joke. And then Morty says, it's just something Rick starts talking about whenever he's blackout drunk. Rick says, in what way? Like, what's my point? And Morty says, in a way that has no point. You just babble on about defense budgets in the United Nations and then you pass out.
That's pretty.
Damn.
It's pretty fun. They even make a little joke about him not being anti-Semitic about it, not trying to bring it to an anti-Semitic place.
Nice, epic.
Based Rick.
Base Rick does it. Base Rick does it again. You guys hear about, was it the reception to the new episode, with the first episode without Justin Roiland? It's like they got like a 40% on Rotten Tomato or something.
I did not see that. I did watch half of it and turned it off because I didn't like it.
Yeah,
Really?
that episode is kind of dry.
Really?
This is like to me, this feels like zombie Rick and Morty. I hate to say it.
Damn,
And I feel bad because they definitely wrote it before they lost Roiland, so it's like, geez, are you guys that tired?
I really feel so. I'm like one of the resident Rick and Morty heads who actually watches it all.
Another Rick and Morty
like
defender.
It's I feel like it's been. I'm not a Rick and Morty defender. It's been definitely falling off the past 2 seasons in like a major way. I think it's kind of like it became a show that I was like gleefully watching every episode to like almost hate watching. There's an episode like from last season where they do a whole thing where there's like a secret society of guys that live inside the sun, and then Morty becomes like their king, and then there's a whole like warp, and there's like aliens that live in like every planet in the solar system, and it's just like, I don't know, it feels like bad. It just feels like the episodes aren't good.
I was doing
The jokes in that episode were funny though, like the whole conceit of Morty continuing to double down on like just not being truthful to the Sun Guardian guys and like admitting that he doesn't want to circumcise himself or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think it was castrate.
Oh,
It'd be very funny if it was circumcision.
That's pretty good.
It's just I don't know. Rick and Morty, they really took a jump off the deep end. I mean, I don't know if it was Dan Harmon that said it. This was years ago. It's like after season 2, he said that like all their writers were poached by Disney.
Damn.
One of them even wrote that bad Ant-Man movie.
Oh wow.
Hell yeah.
I forget who it was.
Which one? There was 3 bad Ant-Man movies.
The worstest one.
Oh, no, not Quantum. Not my beloved Quantumania. Dude.
Yeah, the one where MODOK's in it.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so right now.
Say it ain't so.
Damn.
All right, this has become the official Ant-Man tier list podcast.
Okay, number 1, first movie. Number 2, I guess the second one, number 3. The third one, all right, boom, did it.
It rhymes.
It's weird how the second movie, I feel like it completely vanished from my brain. I feel like I remember more about the first Venom movie than I remember.
Yeah.
It's the second movie is like a watered down version of the Nick Spencer Ant-Man run, and that comic is a watered down version of Nick Spencer's Superior Foes of Spider-Man run. So it's like a watered down of a watered down. Plus, it's like an MCU movie. It's funny how people are like, "Oh, they've been in their flop era," and I'm like, "Dude, they've been like." I thought they've been in their flop era since forever, dude. I'm no MCU.
Loki season 2 came out, and I have heard absolutely.
Oh yeah,
no
one said anything about Loki.
Have you seen that they're trying to do like, yo, buy the chicken McNuggets that were on like Loki, and it's like, who the fuck wants this?
That's so weird.
There's like there's like Loki sauce that like they're running out of, and it's like, what, like
Loki sauce?
It's like Rick and Morty all over.
Yeah.
Again. What could Loki sauce possibly taste?
Oh God, I need to know.
Like sweet and sour.
Let me look up
tangy,
Loki sauce.
Hello, sir. Can I get some Loki sauce? We're all out. Damn.
Jizzes into cup. Literally, it's just sweet and sour.
I think they made these. Some of these shows, I feel like.
What kind of person eats sweet and sour and it says, tastes like chaos?
Could you imagine if it was like, I don't know, because
it's mischief. He's the god of mischief.
What if it was like some
Stupid.
like Swedish thing because Asgard and whatnot?
No,
what if it was like
mythology.
What if it was just like an acidic yogurt that you dipped your nuggets into or something?
That would be cool.
That'd be pretty good.
Like you would at least have something new to look forward to as a North American consumer.
Finally, some acid in my nuggets. Yeah. That's what I wanted. Acidic nuggets.
As featured in Marvel Studios Loki.
God. If you could create the Loki meal, what would the Loki meal be?
Okay, well, first of all, he's the god of mischief, right? So I'll make the most mischievous meal ever made.
Rotten fish.
It'd be instead of a patty, it'll just be like McNuggets, but they're organized to be in the shape of a patty.
This sounds like you're making a lot of work for this.
I'm ruining people's lives just like Loki would in the show. It's in the character.
They could put that in the commercial. Someone could complain, and then Loki would be like, "Yes, that was the idea."
Oh wait, Tony Stark goes to complain like, "Hey, what's wrong with this fucking burger, man? You took a shit in it." And he's like, got you, Iron Man. Got you, Iron Mortal. It was me, Loki, god of mischief.
And then Loki swaps all of your cards with the opponent's starting hand, except he gives them one less cost.
And then Loki stabs you with his estrogen staff, filling you with estrogen to transition you on the spot.
I could have prevented this.
It's like in One Piece.
He captured the estrogen stone, the extra Infinity Stone they needed.
That's the one that Thanos kept up his nose.
It kept up his asshole.
It keeps my prostate.
Why didn't what was the point of Thanos? Fuck it. What was the point of us knowing
What was
Thanos?
the point of Thanos?
What was the point of Thanos?
He wanted to kill everyone.
What was the point of us knowing that he loved Gamora? What the fuck? That didn't even lead to anything, really.
Yeah, it did. He had to kill Gamora.
That's it. This is so stupid. Like it led to nothing.
It humanizes him.
But it's still like cheap.
That never.
It's still cheap.
It is cheap because it never
also doesn't really humanize him
later.
because he still killed her.
But he says, "I'm sorry, little one."
This is how modern psycho audiences are. Yeah, I could kill people, but my daughter though. Well, I'd have to think about
I can't kill my fucking daughter.
It never comes into play later. Like they never use that against them. I rather Thanos have tricked Quill to kill Gamora, and then that's how he gets the stone.
Don't they doesn't Gamora have a whole rebellion thing against him in Infinity? I only saw Infinity War not Infinity War, Endgame once, so I don't remember too well. But
yeah, me too.
Don't they do a whole thing where she turns on him because she hears Nebula? I don't remember.
I honestly haven't seen any of those movies.
That has nothing to
watched
do with
Guardians 2, and then I watched
That's a good one.
Doctor Strange 2, and then Guardians 3.
That was okay. Guardians 2 is really good.
Yeah,
I liked all the Guardians movies. I think I haven't made my
They're
chart.
They're fucking good.
They are fucking good. Guardians 3 is a pretty good epilogue to all of the MCU. It's over.
Yeah,
I fucking love that movie. That was so fucking good. It really I don't know. The balls to like have a bunch of cute animals and kill them.
It's fucking like it's literally like One Piece. I've said this before. It is One Piece.
Shut up.
One Piece. What was I gonna say?
It's not.
You know,
you
it's
should
funny
make that
like,
into a YouTube video. Why Guardians 3 is One Piece.
Whoa, it's just like One Piece.
And then get an AI generator to make One Piece art where it's like the Guardians cast.
No. I could probably do that.
Chopper's Rocket. Groot's Frankie.
Yeah.
I've been tempted to like
Drax is Frankie
to really study the way like Oda draws women, because I got all these fucking AI pictures. I'm gonna
He's got
me handing Cheesy a book with 2 pages.
how Oda draws women. I think he
picture of Jessica Rabbit.
He showed it off in SBS, and it's like an X and 2 circles.
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
pretty much
that.
that.
That's so epic. What a king. What the fuck was I gonna say?
He adds a line for the shoulders and then adds a line for where the pussy meets the legs.
I was gonna I had an idea for a comic where I recreate the panels of One Piece where Sanji says he wants to find the all blue, but instead he says like, I want to find the one pussy, Luffy. The pussy that feels like you're fucking all the pussies.
I want to find the
Luffy
pussy.
Just looks at him.
It's all the pussies.
I want to find the one pussy. It's even Big, especially Big Mom, because that's one massive. Pussy. Luffy has to go inside her pussy to defeat her. That's her weakness.
That's how that arc ends. I haven't gotten to it yet. All right, I do want to be that guy. Yeah. I want to transition to One Piece talk briefly because I've been reading it. I'm still in the middle of Whole Cake.
What you thinking?
Oh,
nice.
It's fucking really, really good. I just want to talk about how like Whole Cake is so amazing compared to Dressrosa.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if
night
it's
and day.
like I don't know if like really what the opinions are for Dressrosa. It seems like a lot of people like it, but I think Dressrosa is so like
it's like my least favorite.
It's so bogged down and so much like unnecessary bullshit. It feels like when Oda was doing like really big arcs in the past, but like he was like, oh, but we need to make it epicer. We need to add more characters. But Whole Cake has like an incredible pace. The villains are so cool and fun, and you only see them briefly, so it's like they ironically leave more of an impact than the Dressrosa villains.
Like that guy that Frankie fights.
He's okay. I have a lot of I don't like the Senor Pink. I think Senor Pink is like
I like that.
That's
guy.
new. That's an opinion.
So okay, I get it. Like his whole thing, he's got a good backstory, but the character is such like a fuck you sad backstory that it literally feels like Oda was just like playing with the audience of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make the weirdest, most disgusting man, and then you're gonna fucking love him. And I just felt like I saw through that, and I was like, I just hate this guy.
I kind of agree too. I mean, I like Senor Pink, but like I get that like there was really no point of his backstory being that sad.
Yeah.
But it's besides like oh cool,
sad.
Frankie got to beat up a sad guy.
That's
so cool.
It's literally like for some reason he gets like a crewmate backstory for no fucking
It's weird
reason.
that it's just
that's
him.
so true.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If it was like
that's why I'm so mad about it.
Something that I thought was always kind of weird, and it's something I've heard people like Best Guy Ever say, was that like there's this weird thing with Don Flamingo being like he is like the child of evil. He's super evil. It's in his genes, and it's like, well, anytime he like did something bad, there seemed to be some sort of like justification almost, you know, like when he unlocked Conqueror's Haki because he was being fucking lynched, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I love Doflamingo. I think he's a great character for that reason. Like, it shows him and his brothers show like it's not just nature or nurture. Like, it like people are like multifaceted and like they're influenced by like so many things.
I forget the scans I was reading, but like I think it was like manga stream or whatever. But it was at that point where they were like spicing up the dialogue. So, like, Doflamingo is like, you're on the top of my shit list today, fucker. He's, like, gunning down Law.
I hope he talks.
I wish that were real.
I want him to talk like that in live action.
That'd be so cool.
You're top of my shit list now, fucker.
Doflamingo really saves that arc for me.
Who would you cast as Doflamingo? My first thought was, like, Macklemore.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling, unironically, if we can get him.
That would be so perfect.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
if he has
I just want to see
time.
Ryan Gosling in those little like short pants.
Yeah, his
I wanna
little
see his
capris.
hairy legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Doing
hope
the
they don't try
wide Dolphlamingo walk.
I hope
his
they don't
legs
get
splayed out.
scared. I hope they don't get scared to like get like older people,
Yeah.
because I feel like sometimes for series like this, they're so scared of getting older people for these roles.
Yeah.
When it's like, no, I think it could work actually.
Just get them, and then like if they die, who cares?
Because isn't he like 40? I think Doflamingo's like fucking
Yeah,
40.
he's 40. He could work.
Yeah, he's 40.
My dream fan cast is getting Danny Trejo as Kaido. He's his face looks.
That guy is like 70.
I know.
Is he really 70? Oh my god.
Well,
That'd
I don't
actually
know,
be
but he's
pretty
old
good
as fuck.
because
He's
all of
very
his
old.
action scenes you could do in CGI.
Yeah.
He would just be mostly a speaking role.
Oh my god, he's almost
That's
80.
crazy.
Damn,
He's 79. Okay.
Yo,
he's not
Kazoo,
gonna
I
make
got
it.
some bad news. He's not gonna make it.
You do look like Kaido. You got to give me that.
he looks like Kaido, but he's not gonna make it to Kaido, dude.
I think they just have to scan him in and do an AI version.
They
of him
gotta
later.
they gotta get his son to do it.
Okay, so yeah, One Piece live action, Cheesy and I talked about it. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking excited to see who they cast Robin for. I fucking love Robin so much.
Yeah.
Hollywood,
Especially
you
pre-time
better
skip
not
Robin.
you better not make Robin woke. Oh, if they make Robin woke, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh.
Oh, they gave Robin pronouns. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
You Netflix, you better not give Robin pronouns.
Hello, I miss all Sunday. Pronouns she, her.
That'd be awesome.
I think that we're not gonna get a trans crocodile. They're probably just gonna make crocodile into a woman.
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be cool too. I'd be happy with
I
that.
I feel like that's gonna be the middle ground. They're not gonna go full like trans theory. You know,
I love the trans crocodile
Let's go.
theory.
the
It's
trans
so
crocodile
funny.
theory
It's
is so
very
fucking
funny.
cool. It's awesome. It's like one of the few like One Piece theories I'm.
She's
really,
trans
like, into.
and he's trans and
Evil.
Luffy's biological parent.
Oh.
He's also like the missing like Amazonian empress like
It's so
before Boa
Oh my
Hancock.
It's so
god.
stupid.
Oh, do you guys not know that?
I do
theory,
know
too?
that, but I thought I've always heard that in regards to the barkeep at Sheobondi, Shaki.
Oh wait, no.
Shabadi.
Crocodile is like pre her, I think,
Mm.
or like post. No, it's like post her because there was one after her that like
Mm.
up and disappeared, right?
All right, we can't just make every character crocodile.
Yeah, and Kaido's crocodile too. Kaido is the mother of fucking
Crocodile.
Yamato, and
It'll be really crazy when whatever Crocodile's secret is, it isn't that he's trans.
Yeah, but there's gonna be so many sad people in there.
His secret will probably
Also,
be
so
something
I-
stupid like, oh, he loaned someone money once and never collected.
Oh,
Damn.
that would make me
He
so
owes
mad.
money to
That'd
the
be so
Okama
mad.
Kingdom.
I would throw the book. I'd be like, I'm so pissed off.
Yeah.
Damn, are we at the beginning of the end game of this One Piece arc?
Yeah,
It seems like it.
We're getting there.
they're-
Yeah.
They're already fighting like the Jewish
spoilers.
caricature guy, so.
Jim ain't caught up yet, but yeah, I am. So yeah, I can say yeah.
Jim, catch up, or I'll fucking kill
I'm
you.
trying.
I have no
There's so much
expectations,
of
but it has been exciting so far.
Honestly, I
Yeah.
think this arc we're currently in is like is probably like the best post time skip thing. But the only problem is that he takes breaks every like other week now, which
Yeah.
I mean I'm fine with that because it's
Okay.
like I'd rather him have his health than like me have my little slop,
Manga.
you know, delivered upon me every
true.
fucking
Oh,
week.
I love my slop, my one.
I'm really
slop.
upset at the idea of catching up at One Piece, though. I don't want to.
Take your time. You've still got like 200.
Yeah, you're currently at Whole Cake. Like, take
I
your
know I have all
time.
of manga.
What
But
where
I just
are
love
you?
the intro of Kaido.
Where are you in
I'm at the part like right when they meet up with BG.
Beige.
Beige,
Yeah.
thank you. When they decide to team up with him, and everyone has a shower, and then Luffy dressed up like a gangster. So they've just spoilers. They've just decided that they're going to team up with him to kill Big Mom, and I fucking love that so much. It's so
I
fun.
like all their little suits.
We're gonna kill Big Mom's big pussy. We're gonna
Caesar.
We're gonna stitch it up.
Caesar also being there, but like in disguise, was very funny. I love Caesar so much. Caesar Clown is hilarious.
Yeah.
Caesar. I like Caesar Clown as like taking that role of like reoccurring clown.
He's like
pilot.
Buggy.
Yeah,
he's a
basically.
Buggy,
Like
He's the Buggy of the post-time skit.
right, exactly. Like he was a Fred at the start, but like not anymore. He's been neutered.
It's kind of crazy how I mean, like, he was always kind of a wimp, but like the ability to like remove the oxygen from like air is like pretty fucking.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking deadly.
He can just create any poisonous gas that he wants at will. Like he just filled a room up with it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of those guys that seems almost unbeatable until you're like, oh wait, hockey, hockey exists.
yeah.
Which also,
Hockey.
hockey. Maybe that needs a little bit more time in the oven, Oda. I think you could develop hockey a little
That's
better
true.
because I still don't
That-
fucking
that's-
understand.
That's what Netflix,
I don't understand.
That's what Netflix live action is gonna fix. They're gonna fix hockey. It's gonna be like, oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh, that makes sense now. Oh, it's good. Oh, and then people are gonna read the manga. It's like, whoa, this isn't nothing like the show. It sucks. I hate it.
Wouldn't it be funny
It's
if
just so
like
bizarre.
you do get some sort of explanation for hockey that is like, oh, this fixes hockey, and then you find out that they had to talk to like a scientist or like some sort of scholar of some kind,
They put it to
completely
chat-
unrelated to the production of the show.
They put it to ChatGPT how to fix hockey, and then it just tells you. This is how we fix. This is how Oda could fix hockey.
I just think it would be funnier if it's something like, oh, this guy normally just like looks at femurs all day, but he had the answer.
He saw the hockey within every human femur.
The femur dreamer, as I like to call it.
It's to me, it's just insane that like Oda will set up like incredibly like long plot payoffs. Like the fact that Sanji's name is kind of a pun based on like the order of his birth is crazy.
Yeah.
Like that fucking like shook me when I realized that. And then he introduces hockey in like the most clumsy way. Like I still don't quite understand. I'm like 890 chapters in or so close. I don't understand if Sanji has hockey. They keep saying he does, but it seems like he has the observation hockey.
He has like observation.
But it's never ever like shown to me in a way that's not, oh, he can just kick really good.
Damn.
I think he probably
that's
has armament, but it's like it's not like his feature or what. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. I hate this shit.
It's really dumb. I know it's just to make Luffy punch bigger, but one thing I will say, okay, we can stop talking about One Piece after this, but like obviously Gear 4, big thing. He just bounced man. I was like, okay, this feels like a little cheesy. But in Whole Cake, Luffy like immediately goes Gear 4 and gets his ass handed to him, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then he does like a stupid made up version where he eats like a ton of cake or something, and he gets so fat, and then he like does like a new form of Gear 4 just because he's like hyper fat. I was like, okay, this is the fucking like One Piece that I love. This reminds me a lot of like how experimental everything felt back in like Water 7 and
like when his move was
like,
just he just twists himself up to like create tension. Like that's creative.
Yeah, there's just like such a freshness to it, and it makes it really fun to see like how Luffy's gonna like interact in this, where it's like initially Gear 4 just felt like, oh, he's just like a big punchy guy now, like
No, I agree.
He's a big gorilla man.
Can't
wait to see Gear 9.
I gotta catch up. God, I'm just so busy. I'm broke. Spoilers. I might have lost my job. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I'll update. It's a bunch of stuff I can't. I'll talk off the record about things.
Off the record.
You never know who's listening. That's the thing. Like
that's
true.
Bosses.
Monkey D. Luffy could be in
Monkey
here.
D. Luffy rats
former
Cheesy to his bosses.
My former supervisors could be in here and be like, "That son of a bitch. This was his plan the whole time. He tried
the biggest cheesy
cast fan.
They've listened to every cheesy cinema club.
Sometimes I'm surprised about who listens to it because they tell me like they tell me things, or I get random DMs about an episode. I'm like, I had no idea you listened to this episode.
Yeah.
I thought you secretly hated me. I didn't know you were listening.
I hate when I get DMs for this show because I'm like, this is Cheesy show. Why are you talking to me?
Well, you're like Luigi.
Well, you have opinions.
You're number 2.
Yeah.
You have opinions that make me say what the fuck and make other people say what the fuck. they want clarifications about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I totally forgot that this was the spooky episode. Well, this
Oh,
is the second spooky episode.
True.
How long have we been going
Spooky
for?
We've been going for like an hour, but we could go for
I could go on.
Do you have any spooky topics?
Do
I've
I
been
have
meaning
spooky
to watch some
topics?
spooky movies. I haven't really engaged with anything too Halloweeny this month.
Yeah,
Me
same here.
neither.
The most like Halloweeny stuff I've been doing I've been rewatching the freaking Cinemassacre's Monster Madness
Oh,
videos.
those are so good.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, someone made like I think it was Cinemassacre. They compiled them all into one massive 24-hour video. And,
Yeah, they would do that.
Yeah, I've been slowly going through it. They put like I think it's like the third year twice in there. And I'm not surprised because it's like the video is so long. Like, yeah, I can see them be like, yeah, we're not going to double check
Yeah.
It
anything.
was just done by an intern. You could fix that with the Google or YouTube video editor, though. You should send James a message. I'm sure he'll
They're
get back
kind of
to you.
lazy for that. Didn't they get in trouble like last year because it was like they were literally just feeding him scripts from like Wikipedia or something?
Other people were writing scripts for him, and they only found out because one guy would just copy like an opinion.
He was
from a
plagiarizing
review.
he was plagiarizing like IMDb.
Something really,
descriptions or
like,
something like
traceable,
really dumb.
yeah.
And
Yeah, they had to come out and say like, oh, this was just like a temp script or a first draft that got pushed along. It was like, I don't know. There's a lot to be said about Cinemassacre currently.
I think they said something about like because people were kind of like what they thought this whole time we were getting James' opinions about this movie, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so busy. I just have other people writing the scripts." And it's kind of like that did kind of kill the magic a little bit because like sometimes like I do kind of want to just hear his opinion on the thing.
James
you know?
has
I don't-
such like a genuine like voice that you want to believe that he thinks you want to believe he's like this big film buff. That's like his. I mean, beyond the video game nerd thing, like it's clear that he pushes himself as like, oh, I really love movies. I made my basement a fucking old video store. So you want to believe that like everything is like objective, and why did I say objective? I mean like his own
everything is
opinion
from him.
Yeah, everything is from him.
But I mean,
It seems like if you blow up too much as a YouTuber, you kind of just like give up your voice in exchange for efficiency, because that's been happening with a lot of people.
That I mean, I think also
He's
'cause he
also,
has,
like,
a
old.
family,
yeah,
much
he's
older.
got like
Yeah.
he's got a wife.
It's-
and kids
Yeah.
to feed.
I think Lady Emily did like a whole video about like the current state of Cinemassacre, and like it's like a valid point that it seems like he kind of stopped caring as much when the movie happened. Like for him, the movie was kind of like his way of putting the nerd to rest, and then it was like, oh well, like I can still make money if I keep doing this, and then it's like, oh well, if I hire this production company, then all I have to do is like read the script. So
Does the nerd
it
die
just,
in the movie?
Sucks.
No,
I don't know. I don't think anyone's watched that movie.
I haven't seen. I haven't heard anything.
I haven't
too
seen
good
anything about it either.
So, I did.
No one, literally no human has ever watched it.
There's a guy
It's
who
kinda
I
crazy.
forget the name of the guy, but there's a guy who did like a whole retrospective on all the AVGN videos, and like his video was fine except for a lot of it felt like you felt like James like owed him for like being such a big fan for so long, which I don't like when people make videos like that. I rather just a retrospect be delivered kind of like just like matter of a fact. I don't need to have like kind of like I'm actually very disgruntled with the guy I'm doing a retrospective on, you know, like I don't need that thing. That being said, something kind of interesting that I learned was that there was like an AVGN video game, right?
I haven't played that. There are two of them.
Yeah, and one of them, it might have been the second one. There was a lot of levels, and the final boss was based on the final monster from the movie. But later re-releases of the game, they like scrubbed that out. Like they scrubbed out all references to the movie apparently, which I thought was so weird because maybe he ultimately felt very embarrassed about the movie, and he felt like,
What the fuck?
oh wow, that was not as good as I could have had it be, you know.
Okay, hang on. I haven't seen the movie, but wasn't the premise of the movie that he goes to find the ET cart or something?
Yeah.
I just feel like there's some
E.T.'s
kind
like
of
a real little monster green guy.
There's a bit of an irony in that. The movie is about finding the buried ET carts, and now he wants to bury the movie.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's all according to the plan. It's all part of the plan. Just trust the plan. Wait.
So I just did a little cursory Google search, and this is from the Cinemassacre Truth subreddit, so take it with a grain of salt. But apparently, the deluxe version removes a lot of like jokes and cameos and references.
But it's
apparently the
deluxe
Nostalgia
version.
Critic was even in it.
In the
Yeah, so much for a deluxe version.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
kind of
movie
the.
or in the game.
They really be calling shit anything nowadays. That's quite obviously the opposite of deluxe.
True.
There needs to be a word for that, like the opposite of deluxe.
Bad.
Rip-off edition.
Minimal, poor, cheap. The cheap edition.
Basic.
Some people
Basic.
like to say director's cut, but I feel like that's also being abused.
Yeah, the director cut out the quality. In
Usually the
movie.
directors are adding more shit. They're not usually cutting shit.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with that, I say.
We need.
Apparently, it was like a rights thing, copyright issue with the Nostalgia Critic. It's
Oh
so funny
wow!
to think
Yeah,
about.
they had a big. Oh yeah, because Doug doesn't own the rights to Nostalgia Critic.
Oh my god, that's right. Mike Machode or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Mike Machode. Yeah.
Mike Machode.
That's like the
Critic.
I think he only holds on to the rights because that's like the only way he makes money is that he just has those rights.
Yeah, he's like a landlord, but for.
Oh yeah.
Like this fucked up
True.
Vegeta.
Actually, this game looks pretty fun. The AVGN game looks like a really good like sort of side scroller send up of those old games.
Yeah, it's okay.
True. With the,
I do remember him talking about it in a video, which felt very weird.
I think he
It kind
made
of-
a video about it, like an AVG
Yeah.
video about it. You know.
Does he make a joke like, this video game is so bad, I would rather eat a bowl of my own shit?
I'd rather have.
No, I don't think so.
Like,
But I did see. So I've recently become a big fan of Ross's Game Dungeon, and I've been binging.
Oh yeah, that guy's cool.
that. I fucking love those videos, and it's funny because one of the games he covers seems to be a fan game of some YouTube channel that I've never fucking heard of, and it's really funny because like as he's talking about it, he's like, I'm guessing this was like made by fans so that they'd be noticed by the creators, and like
that's so
it's just
cool.
really funny. It's really funny hearing his perspective of it and knowing like nothing about it because I'm like, yes, that was me. I also know nothing about this.
It's fan work is very funny thing. Not related at all to whatever the fuck we're talking about. I remember watching a video called like John Tron was wrong about Takeshi's challenge for the NES, right?
What's there to be
And
wrong about? It's a video game.
He played it wrong.
It's not nearly.
I feel
as
like
hard
there
as he
should
said.
be
It's still
more
extremely
of those
hard.
kinds of videos because of the 3 JonTron videos I've seen, he's wrong in all of them. Like, I don't respect his quote-unquote opinions, even if they are just like a character.
Even the racist.
he's
ones.
Yeah.
Especially the racist ones.
I've seen a lot of people talking about how much they like the Nuts and Bolts game, Banjo-Kazooie game. And as someone who's never given a shit about that franchise, all I knew is that JonTron hated it, and it seemed like a lot of people hated it, but I don't know.
I think I'm gonna do my Nostalgia Critic was wrong about Monkey Bone video. Got my arms crossed and everything on the thumbnail. I'm not gonna post it here, but I did see like a thumb. Actually, I might just post it here
Why not?
if I could find the video.
You're among friends.
Critic.
There's like a thumbnail I keep seeing for like a video, and it's like, damn, some people like are not that good looking enough to put themselves in their thumbnail. Just saying. I think some people need to like go through a couple rounds. Like, look, if you're gonna put your face on the thumbnail,
He shouldn't say it, but it's true.
yeah, some people just aren't like do not have like the looks, you know. And I feel like when I say that, everyone thinks of like a different kind of person, because I feel like every time I see a funny like ugly face on a thumbnail, I expect the video to be making fun of the person. But sometimes you see an ugly face and I'm like, no, that's just the YouTuber in the video. And it's like, oh, ooh, yeah, I can't find it right now.
It's like,
Maybe I blocked it.
oh no, I'm just about to watch a Quentin Reviews video.
Oh, I thought this video was making fun of Quentin Reviews. But it's just a regular Quentin Reviews video.
Then I clap my hands when I see him talk about Drake and Josh or whatever.
The baby girl shows he likes.
baby girl shit.
I try to be
Yeah,
careful
it
with
does.
that
That's
when
scammy.
sharing those because a lot of those channels aren't popular.
I still
So you
can't
don't want
believe
to, like,
like
spread.
people like what do I mean? Phrase your thoughts. Like people are like, oh, it's so sad that like Lindsay Ellis wouldn't be friends with him. It's like I wouldn't. Like, you want to talk? Come on, don't you want to talk about like iCarly with me? No, I think I'm
And
good.
she's like,
No.
bro, I'm 35.
I'm 35 years old.
Dude, I was like I was graduating college when iCarly came out, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I was the nostalgia chick when fucking iCarly was on air.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I was
know,
making
man.
hilarious rape jokes when iCarly.
that's
was-
right. She has like
Yeah.
she has like a rape rap or something. I forget.
The rape.
That's
rap.
right.
Riggedy rap,
I
rape
forgot about
rap.
that.
Rape rap.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
Lindsay, but I cannot respect your opinion on this subject. I've
Okay,
heard the rape rap.
I found it. I'm not gonna like put their name or anything on it. But when I see this thumbnail, I think like, oh, is this thumbnail shitting on the person on the thumbnail? But no, it's like that's just their face.
Yeah.
And this person right here.
That's me.
That is me.
Oh, damn.
And I feel bad. I feel bad. That was my first assumption, but I don't want to click on the video because like I see that face and it's like, oh,
There's a lot of people like that. I don't want to name
don't think
names
that's
because
that
it's
bad.
mean.
okay. You
hold
know,
on.
yeah, I might be
I'll
over
post
exaggerating,
one.
but like it feels like her face is on a fisheye lens or something.
I think that
I was
might
going
be
to say,
what
are
it
you
is.
sure this isn't Photoshop?
She looks like kind of caricatured.
like it doesn't look exaggerated enough for me to think. Oh,
Oh, that just looks like my grandma. R.I.P.
okay, that one's.
Protus,
Okay,
you
you
just
know
posted
what?
my grandma.
You know what? You know what? These people are fine. They can put their face in the thumbnails. It's fine. It's just that like my initial reaction was like, oh, is this a video where they roast this person that's in the thumbnail? Nope.
Maybe you thought that because there's like a literal star system above their head.
Yeah, literally, yeah. I don't know.
Maybe that is
There's-
just like bad thumbnail design.
What do you
That's an
guys?
issue.
What do you guys think of
I
this?
do
YouTuber?
that sometimes. Oh, whoa! Is Gokon
Thumbnail.
short? Did they shrink him down?
I don't know what they did to it.
Because I sometimes put my face in the thumbnail, but I feel I use the same face that I like did like years ago
Yeah.
for all of them. Right, so I don't feel like I change too much. Also, this was when I was skinnier, so
Yeah.
It's before you got the whiteification.
the whiteification,
surgery that
yeah,
made you white.
exactly. Before I got the race change surgery to become Malaysian,
You got Dolzald.
yeah.
Rachel Dolezal.
Dozal sounds like a cleaning product.
It does, doesn't it? Or maybe
Rachel Dozal.
like some sort of pill for like psoriasis or something.
It'll clean the whites away. No
Talk
more
to your
white.
doctor before taking Dozal to find out if Dozal is right for you.
Now that I have Dolezal,
I
can fucking function in my life again.
Right.
can finally come now that Dolezal
I can
is
finally come roll.
I can finally
because
come.
of Dozal.
I just want to tear into fucking YouTube. The trend on YouTube right now, I just see so many of these fucking like, what do they call them? Reaction channels?
Yeah.
Or commentary channels. Like, I don't know. It's like, it feels so like people like you're just fucking like stuck. Like everyone's got to like react to the same thing. Oh, new thing of the week. I gotta make a video
Everyone's gotta react
about
to
The
it.
people need to know
pronoun
my
guy.
opinion.
I feel like that about
I don't
YouTube
know.
at
I guess that
large. Like there was a trend at some point, I think last year, where everyone suddenly remembered Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. And so
Oh my God, I
every
know
channel
exactly
had to
what
have a Revengeance video. And I'm like, shut the fuck up! Stop talking about Revengeance! Ah!
Yeah, it's like I played this game years ago, bitch.
Yeah.
Played this game years ago.
I don't know. I've gotten so bitter about
It's
YouTube.
this dichotomy, if you will. Let me use this word without not knowing what it means. But basically, it's like you want to make money off of YouTube, so you gotta talk about current thing. But everyone's talking about current thing, you know. So
Yeah.
you gotta like say your opinion as fast as possible, or I don't know, not do that.
That's the part that triggers
every-
me because I can't always tell if it's a genuine opinion or not when that happens.
Yeah.
I think every YouTuber's goal is that they'll do these videos at the start, and once they get a sizable audience, they can like justify making longer videos about shit they give a fuck about. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
One person, I just looked. I'm surprised that she doesn't have more subs, but Mia Cole just put out like a really great video recently called the romanticization of problematic content, and like I felt like it was so insightful. It's really funny. I just noticed that Shane Dawson and J.K. Rowling are in the thumbnail and they do not appear in the video at all whatsoever. As far as I remember.
Holy shit.
She tells a very great narrative. It's like one of those good YouTube videos where there's like a strong narrative about like personal growth and like realizing how bad social media is. She's the only good one. Like you have your freaking Noah Samsons and your Ro Ramdens and they're just fucking boring. It's just regurgitating like the same shit. Fucking boring. I'm too old.
Ro Randon sounds like Scooby-Doo trying to say like Bo Burnham.
Ro Randon.
Raggy, you won't relieve this opinion. I restaw on Ritter.
Ro Ramdon,
Like Scoop,
just 'cause
I
I'm on
don't
my
give a
fucking
shit.
soapbox now. Ro Random does this thing that like it pisses me off so much, where she goes into these like very long roasts of a person, and it's just like a lot of the time it's just like making fun of their appearance, and it's like ha ha ha, yeah, it's funny. It's funny when you just go on for like 45 seconds straight just talking about how ugly like this random person is.
It's
I don't
not
know.
really fucking relevant.
It's definitely something that like you have to grow out of, but maybe no one's telling them, hey, it's time to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just unfortunately people are like, lol, I giggled when you made fun of Elon Musk for 45 minutes.
Oh, Elon Musk looks so funny. Oh, he's so funny. That's why you should hate him. 'Cause
Haven't
he's
you
funny.
noticed that Elon Musk has a chin? Gross.
Elon Musk gonna make me Elon Buzz?
It's disgusting.
Oh man. What was I gonna?
So the Amazing Digital Circus.
Digital Circus, pretty great.
Amazing Digital Circumcision.
I give it 10 skibidis out of 5 toilets.
What if Elon started talking about that tomorrow?
Oh, no.
Oh, it'd be so awesome if Elon started tweeting about murder drones.
He's like,
It's actually what I want for the future of Mars. I want a big.
I want drones.
I want for some reason zombie robots is what I want for some reason.
Automation
fucking
will
cool.
take us into. I don't know why I make him German, but I'm gonna stick with it.
Is that what happened?
Because he's like the word. He's like the
Are
eviler.
they zombie robots? I thought they were just robots.
I want.
So initially they are, but there's a zombie element that creeps in, and the main girl, I forget her name because all their names are forgettable. She's bitten, I think, and she, even though she's just like a normie robot, she develops the epic like wings and like the sense
she
of
gets
murder
the
that
fucking
all the other
power.
murder drones have.
Wow.
Murder
That's so
drones.
fucking cool. That's so fucking
Murder
cool.
drones is awesome. Murder to quote a famous Worktown heroine, Murder drones is brave.
Yeah, it is. It's brave. Is that what you?
Yeah.
It's brave. This era of skibidi toilets and Ohio Riz, it's pretty brave.
I'm just.
Ohio.
I want to like go up. I want to do stand up one time in my life to like a crowd of nerds and just be like, murder drones. I already listened to enough news. You know,
I already listened to my wife murdering on about droning
My
on
wife's
because I
a
hate
real
my fucking
murder
wife.
drone. Digital Circus, yeah, it's called my house life.
murder drones. I'm
All right.
already in tune about Gaza. What's up with that?
Murder drones.
All right, if I was I had a funny joke that I wanted to share. So if I had time travel powers, if I got like a one-way ticket back in time, I'd go to like 2000 BC Egypt when they're like building the first pyramid, and I'd go inside, and on the wall of one of the pyramids I would write like Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Bill Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, and then I would write another name. I'd write Randy Stair. And it would just, when archaeologists find this in like 1915, it would just irrevocably change the course of
Oh
history.
my god.
think that kind of I had a similar idea for a joke. I can't remember if I got it from another podcast or if my partner gave me this idea, but basically it's the same premise of people find hieroglyphs, and it's like, what does this mean? And when you see the hieroglyphs, it's like a bunch of Egyptian women buying Wonder Bread in grocery stores. That'd be pretty good, actually. I might do
That's
that.
funny.
I'm working on this other comic that's basically like a Far Side, like modern Far Side. And the joke, the picture is like, it's like the entrance to the amusement park, Knott's Berry Farm, and like two furries are walking out of it, and then they say, "Well, that was disappointing."
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's a thinker. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Spooky, spooky, scary, scary. Time to cancel someone right now.
Oh shit. I got one.
Okay, good. You can go first.
Dubis Goobus. He's on that. Amber did Amber's fucking terrible shit from.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so epic. Oh, I love it. I
feel bad for hating people who continue to just like be bad, because no one will ever like come back to me and say, Julian, you were right. This guy sucks.
Yeah,
Exactly.
here you go.
Wait, can you explain? What are you talking about?
He doesn't like Amber from Invincible.
Yeah, that's how I know he's a bad person. An ugly
Yeah,
soul.
exactly. You could tell someone's a bad person if they.
Oh,
don't like
Amber
it.
Invincible. Okay.
Yeah, man, I have it muted because I don't want to see.
It's just one of those names that I see and it immediately ruins my day. It's just a stupid fucking name. Dubis Goobus.
If you name yourself Dubis Goobus, then you should die.
Damn, yeah, he's basically like, oh my god, should I quote tweet it?
Yeah,
I'm
you
not gonna do
should.
anything.
You should. This is your
Or
bread
should I
and
say,
butter,
like,
dude.
Actually,
That's why I brought it up.
Oh, dude. Preventing thousands of deaths means I should be allowed to lie. Okay, buddy, sure, yeah, nah, dude, that's not how that works. I actually had an idea for.
Why does this have 1 million views?
This is
People
Dubis
are dumb.
Goobus.
I don't like Dubis Goobus. He gets on my fucking nerves, dude. I don't like.
Can I go next?
Okay, yeah,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
you go.
I'm
No, you
not
go.
canceling Dubis Goobus, but I'm giving the one jelly bean point to Kazoo Choo.
I'm gonna cancel Jelly Bean. I'm gonna cancel Ro Ramden because I don't like the way she makes fun of people.
Roll random.
Stop making fun of people's appearances. It's not good.
Don't do that, folks.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah, don't make fun of people's appearances, just like I was making fun of that one person's appearance.
Yeah,
that
there's
was not
literally
necessarily
literally like 15 minutes apart.
Yeah, okay, they're not. I'm just saying that, like, it looks like. Never mind. I
Don't
take
make
it
fun
back.
of
It
them,
was
but
me.
please don't be ugly. Please.
Look, it's okay. Look, actually, it's fine to make fun of people their appearance on an audio podcast because they can't see what you're talking. It's, you know what? It's totally cool, actually. That's when it's okay, guys.
true.
I swear, that's when it's okay. Julian, you want to go next?
Yeah, I do have something. This might be a weird cancellation. It's sort of like a postpartum cancellation, but I want to cancel People PC Online.
All right. What the fuck is People PC Online?
People PC Online was a North American internet service provider, but here's the kicker. They weren't like a whole organization. They were a sub-company owned by Earthlink. And like People PC Online, their whole like pitch was, oh, we're dial-up, but we're the fastest dial-up you could possibly get. We randomize your phone number so that you get the best connection for your area at any given time. And like, you could not possibly browse the internet with People PC Online in the current year. Like that entire infrastructure conceit just doesn't work. You would get banned from every website you ever use because they would say, why is this guy connecting from 50 different locations every time he comes here? It's just dumb. And I'm glad they're out of business because that's irresponsible what they were doing.
You hear that? Fuck you, America Online. Eat shit.
Yeah,
Kill
exactly.
yourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't checked on
Cancel.
America Online in a while. Are they still a thing?
I don't know. Probably.
Are they? Probably not.
I'm an American online. I assume you all are Americans. Online.
Americans online. No,
I only agreed
online.
to this podcast. I only agreed to this podcast knowing that you were Americans online.
It sounds like a catchphrase they would unironically maybe use.
Yeah.
Damn, I just quote tweeted Dubus Goobus right now. It was the most insightful, the most fucking genius. I destroyed his argument.
All right, let's see.
With just one quote tweet. I want you to check this out.
All right. Why are you all so fucking stupid? All right, let me give that a like.
That's it. You got nothing else. You know what? Since I've been defending a cartoon woman, I think it's only fair that I cancel a cartoon woman. Destroy a cartoon woman. And I'm canceling Carmela Creeper.
Carmela Creeper?
Yeah, she's the newest addition to the monster serials.
Carmela!
Oh.
Yeah, she's had it come in.
Yeah, and I'm not.
Close the
door, you stupid bitch.
And I'm just gonna say I don't think she's not gonna last because her design feels too.
What are you? You like a DJ or a fucking
She's got the
zombie?
fucking
Why don't you just be
bean
one
mouth
thing?
design. She's a fucking bean mouth.
Yeah, it's too.
Also, the cereal is
Too
green.
specific, you know.
Who wants to eat cereal that looks like vomit?
I do.
I only eat green cereal if Shrek's on it, dude.
And you know what? I think if we just surgically altered her like the zombie she is, she could work.
I think a lot of people have been redesigning her, trying to make her kind of like look more appropriate to like.
Oh,
I discovered
the same
her.
era.
I hate to be like a little. I hate to be like a little hipster on this, but I discovered her like 3-4 months ago and was like, I'm gonna design her. I'm gonna redesign her, and then like everything I do, I draw like for like 3 hours, and then I give up.
Very relatable.
I had a child with my wife, and I'm like, I'm gonna raise him, but just like everything else, I just kind of abandoned. This is a redesign I just found right now from Zach Bellissimo.
It's really I like the apple bit because she is like the caramel apple freak.
And
Yeah, that
This
fits
looks
more
like a-
I think he does
accurately.
a good job of doing.
Looks like a
it.
gorilla's.
He does like gorilla. He's done like gorilla animatic. And
I
stuff
really
like
don't
that.
like the weird stitch on the cheek in the original. Why not like across the head or something?
I think
It's in a really weird spot.
I think what I don't like is how like if
bedroom
she
eyes?
wasn't green or have stitches, she'd just be like some chick DJ, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like all the monsters, like their you know what monster they are by their silhouette. I think that's the problem with Carmela. I have no idea what kind of monster she is for the. She's just like a girl DJ.
I come home. I want
What is
smoke.
a creeper anyway?
Well,
Do they just
I
not
assume-
know how to say?
I assume
Not
this
really
is a
pedophile.
Not
pedophile.
really a freaker, not really a creep, more like a creeper, if you will.
I come home.
It's
I watch
fine. I mean, it's I'm having a really hard time forming an opinion about this.
I'll be fucking honest. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about coming a creeper bringing me.
I
fucking
saw. Wait,
caramel
hold up.
apples,
I saw
cereal.
like an OC monster cereal character that someone made that I thought like, oh, this kind of works because it works in the theme and the design looks very. Hold up.
I don't really like the original. I don't like Frankenberry.
You don't like Frankenberry?
You like Frankenberry,
No.
you motherfucker? I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I don't like. I don't have like nostalgia for this.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just a monster.
Count Chocula tastes fucking incredible
It
though.
does.
Here's like an OC someone made called Blackberry Bride.
Blackberry Bride I do like more than Carmela Creeper.
Yeah, that.
I don't want to eat blackberry cereal.
I would buy the shit out of that.
I think it's like a custom figure. They did. Damn, they got a couple more. I just found Invisapple Man. That one's a little bit forced, but check this out.
I do like her being called Carmela. I think it's very stupid.
Carmela has that
I like
old school
that.
kind of like name, so
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Carmela Creeper.
Carmela.
Yeah, everyone was so mad.
Creeper.
Everybody was so mad when they de-invisibled Invisible Apple Man. And he wasn't
And he
like a
was
sexy
Jewish.
hot god.
Yeah, when he was
Yeah.
Larry David. As
Yeah,
like
they made
a
him
younger
Larry
man.
David. And they're
Young
like,
Larry David. You ever look up young Larry David? People in the
No.
audience. Well, you know what? I'll fucking do it here.
They
I have seen.
Oh my
Young
God.
Larry David.
Wow, he never had hair.
Oh man, there's more of these kind of like OC ones. I just found cinnamon cookie cinnamon cookie creature.
Cinnamon cookie mon.
Cinnamon cookie. All
What
right.
is wrong
They
with
could've done that
the
one better.
cereal company? Like, these are very marketable characters that they just
No,
don't
you know what,
own
this-
and will never own anymore.
This one kind of sucks. Cinnamon cookie creature. That's just kind of like the creature.
I'll say this. I think what it is that like they're trying to market to like current kids, and these designs are marketed towards like people who could appreciate those older designs, and those are like two different audiences.
Yeah.
I remember watching a video talking about the history of MTV, and they mentioned something that I thought was very interesting. How like in the early days of MTV, they were struggling with keeping people interested in actual music videos. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or like interested in like,
pop-up video.
or like interested in like the topic of music, right? Because the people who enjoy music are different from the people who like want to learn more about like music and the people who make them, you know? Like those are two different audiences. And someone could easily think they're the same, but they're not. So yeah, so there's like the mainstream kids they want to appeal to, which is like I think obviously what this Carmela Creeper design is trying to appeal to. Maybe they should have made her look more like an e-girl. I guess she kind of looks like an e-girl.
She's e-girl adjacent, but she doesn't.
Yeah,
She doesn't
make
have
her a
big.
streamer.
They don't have big fucking milky titties, so the 10-year-olds who eat cereal won't be interested.
She's not a femboy. That's what the kids are into now.
Yeah.
When you were talking about the people not paying attention for videos, it made me think of pop-up video. Do you guys remember?
Oh, I remember.
They would like show a little trivia on screen during a music video. That shit was incredible.
Sometimes it wasn't even trivia. It was just like stupid puns.
They should
and that is like the most Zoomer shit. Like the Zoomers would love that shit nowadays.
They should do that for movies, but the fun fact covers the whole screen.
I like that.
And it'll cover the screen at the exact like scene it's talking about, so you don't even see what what they're referring to.
If they run out of facts, they would probably just like put GIFs in the bubble at some point.
This kick that Aragorn does actually broke the actor's toe, but it like pops up when he's doing it, so you don't see it.
Yeah, before he does it, you can't see it.
And it goes away after he kicks it. It's like
You just hear his scream.
Ouch! Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so I'm canceling Carmela Creeper. I'm not gonna redesign her. I have no interesting ideas for a redesign. Yeah, I think that's it. I think one for the ladies and one for me. You know what I say?
Yeah.
You know how I say it.
That is what you say.
Okay, so now that we're at the end of the episode where most people stop listening.
Yeah, we
you
should
guys wanna
cancel
promote
Israel.
Cancel Israel. That's gonna be the new shows until the war is over.
Yeah.
We are canceling Israel.
Yeah.
Every time you're on TikTok and you watch a video of some Israeli woman making gluten-free bread from her bakery,
You should tell her
give it a
to
dislike.
Dislike.
Yeah, tell her to die. Comment like die. You die. She's making gluten-free sandwiches for the IDF, bro.
Die, you
tell
evil bitch. It's like
Right, exactly.
some like 18-year-old that was like scripted into this, and you're like, die, you fucking.
No, you should freaking like what's the word? Reply to her video on TikTok of you just screaming angrily at her face until she like wants to delete her TikTok because she gets it all the time and TikTok's not fun no more for her. And then once she deletes, he'll be like, "Yeah, that was for Palestine.
That was for Palestine.
That was for Palestine. That was for my pals over at Palestine, buddy."
Could you imagine like Dr. Frankenstein makes like I want a big pal.
The Bride of Palestine.
The Bride of Palestine.
Oh
I'm
my
making
God.
this big monster to be a friend for me. I'm gonna call him Palestine.
Okay, let me all right, let's
yeah.
go back to the joke I was trying to say earlier about how like now that we're at the part of the video where people stop listening, you guys want to promote your stuff? Who's got something to promote?
I ain't got nothing really. Shit.
Damn.
I'm always promoting my website at vqcd.in.
xkcd.com.
At some point in the near future, there will be a magazine that you can read. So if you are listening to this, set yourself a reminder, like a month, maybe a week after, go to the website, and you will probably see that pilot issue of the magazine.
That's right.
And then more to follow.
I'm actually helping Julian work on it. He's commissioned me for some of it, so
hell yeah,
it'll be fun to see how.
So if you're a Franken Chad like this guy is in this picture I just posted,
oh hell yeah,
you'll go follow. It's a custom website, right, Julian? I could customize it myself.
No, it's privately owned. What you see is what you get.
Exactly. You heard him. Jim, what do you got to promote?
I do a little podcast on my channel, Joe Kakaka. We talk about JoJo, the manga, monthly as it comes out. There was not a new chapter this month, thank God, because my life was extremely terrible and busy. But we're also talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, me and my co-host Sam. We're anime only, watching the new season of JJK. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those like big epic shonen arcs that everyone talks about. And JJK is a really funny show to me because it is just bad. Like, it starts out bad, and then you're just like, damn, they like really like to do the fights fun, don't they? And then you just start to like everything about it.
That's pretty cool. I got what I got? Oh yeah, I just dropped stickers. You can buy stickers of my comics, guys.
Go help them out. Buy those stickers.
Exactly. I got the comics for. I got a Big Cartel shop. I just opened it, and it's
collect the whole set. Cool. I have all of them, and if you don't also have all of them, you are less cool than I am.
There are 6 of them, and the 6 that you could purchase right now are Dick and Balls Jerry.
That's a good one.
Plain Gay Man, the Lego Batman comic, Autism Monster, Gay Transformers, and The Worm Question. And if you they're only $3 to buy one. It's only $3, $1 for shipping if you're in the fucking US of A.
I really like the Worm Question.
The Worm Question one's great. I when I was selling that one in person, people were really like digging it. They were really laughing. Some people didn't laugh because they hate me and they want to see me die, but other people thought it was hilarious. If you buy 2 stickers, you only got to pay $5. If you buy 4 stickers, only $10. If you buy all 6 of them, it's $15 for all 6 of them. All right, buddy. And if this goes well, I'll make a couple more. I was thinking about because people have been really digging the Autism Frankenstein monster design I did.
I love that. That's like the best joke in like a month. They're all good, but like I like Autism Monster the most.
I think I might resize him and make him just like a sticker.
Yeah, he's perfect.
It worked perfectly. Yeah.
You get that out before like, well, we're cutting it close with Halloween here, but it'd be like the perfect. He'd be like the perfect sticker to like slap around when you're like walking around on Halloween night.
Yeah, true. I don't think I'd lose anything from just trying to make it now. Dick and Ball Jerry. I think Dick and Ball Jerry would make a good sticker.
Yeah.
That would be something that would be really good to just like when you go into the city, just like put it in like the bar,
precisely,
like in the bathroom.
Stick it on a stop sign.
Dick and Ball Jerry, and then you just have your @@ underneath it.
Exactly. So now they know who illegally graffitied, and they can find my face.
Yeah.
And they shoot you.
Did you do this? Yes. Just blast my face off.
Kill
I think also the Joker fucking Lego Batman. I think that one that would probably make a good sticker too.
This one is very funny.
Aren't you like getting like backlash for it now? Or
yeah,
I
weirdly people are like acting like this is incredibly nasty and gross, and it's like it's
Lego.
It's literally a Lego figure bending over another Lego figure. Like this is
it's
tame.
A joke.
Yeah, this is what little kids do to be funny. It's not.
Gay man.
Yeah, I even stole the audio from the TikTok, dude. Come on. It was originally a TikTok, and then I formatted it as a comic.
Classic cheesy. Stealing
from TikTok. Classic cheesy move. Extra Souls are coming along. We've been having a hold up. Personal stuff has come up. A lot of personal stuff is going on. I didn't really want to talk about it here until until I figure out a couple things.
The day of reckoning.
Until the day of reckoning, the day of the rope to my employers. I take that back. No, that was a joke. That was a joke. But dog whistle, Cheesymanfredo podcast. Skibidi. I better skibidi out of here.
I gotta skibidi out of here. Let's get out of here, Scoob.
Okay, that's the end. That's the end of the podcast. Goodbye, everybody.
Yikes. Goodbye.